Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to give you a quick walkthrough. We are at the point where they're going to start drywalling next week, so they have the insulation in. And I just want to point out a few things that you want to make sure are done prior to them actually doing the drywall. So of course we wanted to make sure we did a video. We wanted to see where all the wiring was. We did videos of and pictures of the ceilings and the walls. We wanted to see where the studs were for when we're hanging things. We kind of walked through to see if our light switches were in the right spots, to make sure that something wasn't really kind of weird and it wasn't a friendly layout. So let's just take you around, and let you see a few things that we wanted to make sure were done. So as you go around, the first thing we wanted to make sure is that the windows were sealed really well. So of course the builder went through, and you can see they foamed the insulated all around the windows. They also did along the base here. You can see along the base, and it's really important along the top, but they did a caulk line. So you want to make sure that that's done so you get a really good seal to the house. You don't want to have any air leaking in. You want to make sure it's as efficient as possible. So the windows, of course, are the biggest leaking of air. And then, of course, the other spots are going to be along where the floor meets the walls. So both on all floors, those should be sealed with that spray foam insulation. The other thing you want to do is if there's certain things you want to have done, you want to look for us, we want to look for additional storage space. So unfortunately, our builder wouldn't allow us to have access below our stairs, but it's a huge storage space and a waste of space if you're not going to use it. So I went through and I marked where I want to cut out these 2x4s. So I really want to remove this 2x4. I'm going to put a door in here, which means I want to put a header across the top of here because this is the stairs, and I want to make sure that I put a nice solid 2x6 header in here to support the weight. And then I'll put a door in here, and I can use all of this area under the stairs. All of this is all free storage space that would have otherwise just been enclosed and would have been wasted. So you want to take advantage of those sorts of opportunities when you're looking at the house before they actually start putting the drywall in. So another thing to do and make sure you're doing is, we chose a lot of these things. We chose ceiling fans where they're going. We chose can lights where they're going. We chose it a long time ago. It seems like a long time ago. So you want to make sure that you take a look at your plans. We were missing an outlet in one of our closets upstairs that we wanted to have an ironing board in one of our master closets. Our laundry room, our sink, we wanted to have a stackable washer and dryer. They didn't do that correctly. For whatever reason, it didn't translate from a plan. We were missing a ceiling fan in one of our upper rooms where we wanted to have a ceiling fan mounted for one of the bedrooms upstairs. So you want to double check those things because they're building, these guys that are coming in building, they don't always get the most updated plans, or they just miss something. So check those things out. Plus you want to see where all of your outlets are across the thing. And for us, we have can lights throughout the ceiling. And I have a problem with making sure things are in straight lines. So I noticed that when I was standing there from the kitchen into the living room, that our can lights weren't in a straight line. And we really want them to be in a straight line because we plan on doing coffered ceilings in here. And so if these can lights are not in a straight line, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in our ceiling. If they're not in a straight line, it's going to look kind of funky when we actually put coffered ceilings in and we start boxing things in. So you want to check things like that prior to them doing the drywall work. And you have to keep in mind where you actually have in your ceilings where your returns are for your air conditioning vents and where the exits are for it. So we have a return here, and then as you kind of come around here, you see here's an air vent. You want to make sure you know where those things are because, again, if you plan on doing a coffered ceiling, you plan on doing beams, you plan on doing something different, you want to know where all the wiring is. You want to see where all your blue tubes for your water lines are, your gas lines running through here, your main power lines running through here. You want to make sure you make note of where all of those things are because you don't want to hit them when you're doing additional work after the fact. Okay, so another thing that we like to do when we're going through this before they actually do the drywall is you walk in each room and you check where the light switches are. Because how often haven't you gone into a place and the light switch is like here into the room, or it's on the wrong side, or it's weird, right? So you just want to check 9 out of 10 times they put it in a great spot or they put it in the spot that makes the most sense. But if you're going to want to move it, now's the time before they actually drywall it or do anything else. It's an easy move if you wanted to move it a couple spots over or whatever you want to do. But it's a good thing to check before the drywall gets completed. So this is our third floor bedroom, and I'm really happy with how they did the insulation in here. As you can see, they like stuffed it in. So it's really a lot of insulation in here. Of course, it's an attic. You want to make sure that it stays cool and stuff like that. It's up against the roof line. So you want to make sure that you have a lot of insulation, but I'm really happy with how they did that. And they sealed along the floors really well. So You don't want to lose any efficiency with air conditioning and heating. And so you can see they foamed all along the cracks of the floors, which they should do, but you just want to make sure it's done. Okay, so that's our update for today. When we get drywall in, we'll do another tour. We'll show you guys around again, and we'll see you next time. And subscribe to us, give us a thumbs up, and super thanks is always welcome.